guys, Connor here again for the Matcap video number 2. I don't know how I did it, but I accidentally just deleted the entire file I made for the Matcap lesson, so I had to completely remake this, but I'm just going to try and forget about that and get started teaching you guys more about what you can do with this material. So, we're starting off with some really basic stuff. I like to call this one Stormtrooper plastic because it reminds me of the Stormtrooper heads. As you can see, it's just white kind of plastic looking, lit from both sides. So you get a shade kind of front and center, and you get that kind of studio lighting almost, like reflected on the plastic. As you see, as you move around the sphere, it looks like the sphere is like moving down a hallway or something like that because of the way the lights are set up. The cone's always a fun way to reveal all the different stuff that's going on with any kind of Matcap. This one's obviously super simple, but I added some numbers and a soccer ball for this lesson since I had to remake the files all over again. So you see the texture on the head, you see where the lighting is, it's coming in from both sides, and you got that kind of center shadow going on. As opposed to this one, which is kind of similar, but instead of being side lit, it's kind of backlit, as you can tell from this Matcap picture. So the backlighting, makes the front a darker gray, and anything that's kind of leaning towards being, on the other side of your vision, on the part that you can't see, kind of gives the implication that there's like a light behind the object. Comparing these two different heads or the soccer balls, like, this one seems like there's a light on either side. This one seems like, he's maybe both lights were moved behind his head or something like that. So, you can see the difference of that in those two images. Here's another cool one to compare. So these are two like pinball looking Matcaps. This one has like a nature reflection in it, but it's got that kind of almost like hammered metal texture, like a sword might be from medieval times or whatever. And you can see like kind of like some trees and some sand, like some kind of nature reflection, the sun there, obviously. And this one's like a perfect pinball in an empty white room, like in the back rooms, kind of almost. Imagine in a brand new pinball machine. All you see is the studio lighting and the white floors and the white walls and stuff like that. So, Matcaps can without texture actually being there, can give the look of texture to your 3D projects, which is a huge part of what they can do, and it's something a lot of people often skip. But this texture that's just coming just from this Matcap alone, without there being any actual polygon shape textures added, is pretty awesome. You can see it. You can see it on the soccer ball. You see it gives that hammered metal effect. So that's great. I'm gonna make all these files downloadable for you guys on my Gumroad. It's gonna include all the last files, all the new files. It's gonna be over 150 Matcaps, over 5 different spline files, and it's only gonna be $4 for everything. So if you want to support me for these videos, I really appreciate it. So just keep that in mind. The link will be somewhere below the video. Here's another black looking one. This one's like kind of like a graphite one. You can see there's kind of 3 different light sources that are super kind of matted down, reflected. The cube is always a good way to show the different kind of lighting that's going on in any specific Matcap, because it's only showing you 3 flat surfaces that are showing 3 exact colors. So it gives you the range of the Matcap image that you're using and stuff like that. So as usual, the darkness is on the bottom on this one. So when you flip the cone upside down, you got a light top of the cone kind of thing, and the bottom of the cone is dark, as opposed to the other way around when the flat part is dark. Alright, I'm going to make a 3rd video for Matcaps, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you on number 3.